Hi there, and once again, Happy New Year to everyone. Yes, I got a headache. This big. Not this big, but this big because it's been the last couple of days and I've been okay with the drinking, but I had to get back to my stuff of loving video games. So, I am Mr. Sir Thumbs. Welcome to 2011. Now, what's on my mind today? Well, I had a lot of things going through back and forth with a lot of games. But if you remember seeing my sequel to video games, there's one game that I really hoping that they did part 3, but I haven't seen yet. And the game I'm talking about is Z.O.E Ending. Yes, Z.O.E Ending to you people out there who play this game many times. Because this game, no doubt, is the best game you're ever going to play on the PS2. The short history with me, I remember getting this game a while back, and I was wondering, is it good? Because I played part 1. Now, if you remember part 1, why the reason we got part 1? Yes, I have part 1 right here. Why the reason we have part 1? Because of one reason. In fact, let's raise our hands. Who got this game because of Metal Gear Solid, Sons of Liberty? I did, because I played the demo about a dozen of times. Way off. And when I remember the game came out, and I know when Metal Gear Solid 2 came out, I was like, yeah, finally I'm gonna get a game. And unfortunately, my hopes was dashed because the game, to me, kind of sucked, and the Raven, till this day, still bugged the hell out of me. But I went back to play Z.O.E Ending 1, and I found myself loving it. It was a good mech game. Oh, I'm sorry for you nerds out there. Over frame. It was good. Had this little bit slow pacing. The boss fights were little bosses. But the only thing that got me going was the end. Now, remember the end when you fight Anubis, and he's just standing there looking all tough, and you just like in the corner going, oh my god, can I beat him? And now you remember how that boss the boss bar was on top, and every so often you're trying to hit on the boss didn't drop because he was too tall. This is you. This is Anubis. See what the difference is? He was kicking your ass. And then you jetted out of the escape pod. I remember the ramp off the escape pod, off the station. And we were always wondering, when he come back, can he actually beat this guy? And we finally heard rumors around 2003 that I heard my friend was talking about, oh, you know they're making part 2, right? Part 2 of what? Z.O.E Ending. I say, are you sure? Now, for me to say that, okay, can part 1 do part 2 could. Now, part 2 did a whole lot of difference. Gameplay-wise, story-wise, and everything. First off, let's talk about the gameplay-wise. Actually, let's talk about the graphics. Then we talk about the gameplay-wise. The graphics, this was running on PS2, people. This is when I remember Xbox was still Xbox, PS2 was still PS2, but on this was the most luscious graphics, yeah, you heard me, luscious graphics you ever see on the system. I was like, wow, I mean, this is Kojima's work? I mean, can he, I mean, I was kind of like speechless at first. And you remember using that old mech, the scavenging mech, and you was like walking real slow, you had to hop over. But when you find Genevieve, and once again, over a frame, you just sped up. I mean, even the first scene when you find all the droids and you just slashing left and right, it was good. It was great, and I loved it. Anime-wise, Kojima put anime into this game. It was still good. I mean, great. I mean, what else you can give me out? But the only problem I have with it is one problem. Where is part 3? I counted 9 years since part 2 came out. And people, in fact, I check YouTube sometimes just to make sure that if I know how to be a boss or I forgot how to be a boss, I check on YouTube. But so often I scroll down to the commentary, and I always notice the same MO. Where's part 3? Where's part 3? Where's part 3? So my question today is where is part 3? Is Kojima just pacing? Because let's face it, he did a whole lot of Metal Gear Solid. In fact, he did a bunch of them. I mean, it's kind of weird to me to say that because I actually checked down on Wikipedia a couple of days ago, and he had this list of games that he'd done before. Now, let's just take out the list so far. We have Metal Gear Solid 4 that came out, done. We have Peace Walker for the PSP, and now I'm going to get a whole new Metal Gear Solid Rising with Raven, who is a badass this time around. Not the girly one, but the ninja one. Yes, the ninja one, who looked, as I said, badass. But where's part 3? I thought in 2010, last year, and electronic game show, he can announcement, like say that he's working on something big. Was it? No, he was talking about Metal Gear Solid. In fact, he actually went back and did a remake of Part 1, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. That's on the GameCube. Yes, I still own the GameCube. Well, actually, my brother owned the GameCube. I jumped on it a couple of times. It's a good game. But, once again, with Part 3, is Kojima one kind of the game developers or like want to shock us and like, you know what, like hidden messages in this game thing? Like, I'll give you an example. If you play Part 4 in Metal Gear Solid, in that scene when Otacon talked to Snake, and you pan just enough, if you blow the screen just enough and you look down on the screen, you know that there's a save screen of Dingo, that's Dingo from Part 2, the runner, there's a save screen on that game. So is he trying to tell us that he's making a Part 3 but not showing it out yet? It's like a magician who's waiting to show you how to do the trick, and it takes a long time to like, okay, look, come on, speed it up right now, come on, I want to know the trick. That's what I feel like with game developers nowadays. They always want to surprise us. Don't surprise me. It's been 9 years. I don't want to be surprised no more. Just tell me right here, right now, it's going to be a Zone Ending 3, because the gameplay, as I say, 2 was completely off the deep end. I mean, even the replay value, like when you play it again, you can play the greatest, we all know greatest. In fact, I will tell you so much back again with what makes Part 2 good, because in one scene you're fighting the ship, the Victor Viper from Gradius. It transformed for God's sake. I think, oh my God, this is like a nerd fest come true. And then when you play the game again, the Zone Ending game, you get to play as that game, the Gradius, but in 3D. But it's really good. There's a lot of good stuff he put in this game. But once again, I keep thinking, why is holding back? Why is he so, not going to give us the information about Zone Ending 3? Because it's really good. In my top 10 of games that I think that should be really good on that list, this has got to be up close to 6 or 5. There's a lot of games above that, but this game, I have to say, is actually one of the best games that you're ever going to play. It's phenomenal how a PS2, when people talk about bumping the graphics up, you don't have to go so far as the PS2. I was stunned. Nowadays with LED TV and high def and cable wires we get our hands on, we can plug it, we look at the graphic looking so beautiful that I was wondering why he's not making Part 3. Why he's not making Part 3? That's the only thing that's been bunking my head all these months. I mean, I played the game many times. Still no Part 3. Hearing no rumors, it's going to come out this year. It's going to come out next year. It's going to come out 5 years. Where's Part 3, people? Where's Part 3? So we don't hear anything from it. We hear a lot of Metal Gear Solid. Don't get me wrong. I know you're going to be like, oh, what's wrong with Metal Gear Solid? I had nothing against Metal Gear Solid. Nothing against it all. This game is really good, and I really hope they make it. I heard that, in fact, before I go even farther than that one, I heard that rumors that Kojima was supposed to retire. Don't retire, Kojima. If you've seen this video and you don't understand English, have someone translate for you, because I don't want you to retire, not just yet. If you're going to retire, I want you to put the heart and soul you did with Metal Gear Solid series into Zone Ending, and I know you can do it. I've seen you work. You're really good. Sometimes you really space out. I'll be honest with you. He's really spaced out when he does his stuff, but when he's really focused on something like that, he's focused on that. I don't know. Maybe this new Genevieve is going to have different weapons. You know what? I've been thinking about, having the machine have two blades. Two blades. I mean, you think the gameplay would be, the machine would be slicing people up with two blades, or something new, something different. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. It's not more a rant or anything. I'm just like, what's on my mind? That's on my mind. Please, if it's going to be one game, in fact, I won't go so far saying that we need it. We want it. We've been drooling over it, As I said, I wanted this game to come out. You know how much that is kind of weird with a game that's so good and no one can remember it? This is actually my brother's DVD. I actually like to borrow it. If you see, now if this was a bad game, would it have a DVD based on a game that is actually great? Look at this. I mean, you see it right now. I mean, I hope you're not blind, because look at this. This is a good game, and so much of a good game that actually I did something that I never done before. I actually got a new phone, a probably used one, but I actually put a logo here. If you see it right now, that's Genevieve, Orbital Frame. I love the game so much, and you know, it's just one of them good games you're never gonna play in your life. I mean, I heard when people complain, well, there's no good games out there. There's no good games out there. Well, play this game. I'll bet you, if you find this game at your local game store, it'd be sitting on the shelf, about $15. I advise you to get it. If you still got a PS2, get it. It's just one of them great games you're ever gonna play in your life. And so, just to wrap it up, if you do get it, get it. If you love it, love it. Put a comment below, right below, as it said, you see me in 2010, this is going to be 2011. That's the comment right now. So, once again, I hope you enjoy my reviews, and I will see you soon. Keep on gaming.